OutDaughtered. Why the Busbys took a break and why they're returning. Costing as much as a mortgage. Pavo explains. I know for my family, having two working parents required finding childcare options early, and I'm likely not the first person to stress how expensive it can be. The cost of our daycare for two kids is not far off from the majority of my salary, something my husband and I had to account for and plan for when deciding whether I should stay at home or not. The Busby family has been staying indoors ever since the lockdown was implemented following the coronavirus pandemic onslaught. Here's how they have been making it their new normal. The coronavirus pandemic altered the lives of billions after it enveloped the globe with its deadly reach. With most countries going under lockdown, the lives of people shifted from normal routines, and they were forced to adopt many changes as the new normal. With the risk of lives and health, the production team of the show, OutDaughtered, thought it would be best for shooting to be cancelled, but that did not stop the Busby family from highlighting how they have been living their days during the lockdown. The Busby family took it upon themselves to shoot the latest episode June 30th of the show. Ever since the pandemic made the government order families to stay indoors, Adam and Danielle had been finding it hard to take care of their 6 children. With the Quints being hyper and energetic, the struggle to get them all seated for their online classes made Adam and Danielle reminisce the time when things were normal. Despite this, they knew they had to take matters into their own hands and work towards ensuring that all the children had fun learning and didn't mind staying at home. For this, Danielle managed to come up with games that would keep everyone busy. Right from having a fashion show to making a Busby fort using sheets, the Busby parents had some tricks up their sleeves to keep everyone busy. During their lockdown period, they also managed to celebrate the birthdays of the Quints and had an Easter hunt on the occasion of Easter. While the Quints' birthday consisted of cupcakes and ice cream, they managed to have more fun activities after a couple of days when all their birthday supplies were delivered to the house. With coronavirus taking over the city, the Busbys struggled to get the party decorations in place, but once they did, Adam and Danielle made sure they had the perfect relay race planned for all the children to enjoy. While they managed to put on a good show, the Easter celebration did not go as planned. Adam decided to dress as the Easter Bunny, but instead of loving the idea, the Quints got scared and started crying. Danielle managed to calm them down and was surprised by the reaction. Once everyone calmed down, the family managed to have a good time. As the Busbys struggled to accept change as their new normal, things changed 1 month into the quarantine. Adam and Danielle admitted they were happy to be healthy and blessed as they continued enjoying every time they spent as a family. OutDaughtered. Why the Busbys took a break and why they're returning. After taking a 2-year hiatus, Danielle and Adam Busby recently announced that their family will be returning for an all-new season of OutDaughtered. The couple shared their lives on screen with their daughter and Quintuplets, but after filming wrapped in 2021, they decided to take a much-needed break. Now they have decided to step back into the spotlight to share their parenthood journey again. Danielle and Adam from OutDaughtered gained attention in 2015 when they became parents to the first-ever all-female quintuplets born in the U.S. It was an unexpectedly wild ride for the couple as they learned to navigate caring for 5 newborns and their 4-year-old daughter, Blake. They juggled the demands of parenthood, careers, family, and marriage in front of the camera for 8 seasons of OutDaughtered before taking a hiatus. The Busby family is finally back and excited to share their lives with the world again. COVID played a big role in why the Busbys stepped back. Danielle and Adam posted a video on their YouTube channel, It's a Buzz World, to openly discuss why they felt the need to take a break from reality TV. The show had followed their lives since their 5 quintuplets, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker, came home from the hospital. The demands of filming, coupled with raising all 6 of their children, became a lot to handle, but a big reason they walked away from their successful reality show, OutDaughtered, was because of COVID and the way it affected everything. In the video, Danielle explained how COVID affected everything for people. She said, COVID took a big turn for how things are done. How do businesses work? How do people work at home? And how do you do things with your kids? So there was just a drastic change for not only everybody else but for us too, and we took time at that point to just reassess and say, okay, God, what's in our future now? The couple didn't know what was ahead for OutDaughtered, but felt they needed to take a break to focus on their family. Danielle said it was a hard decision, but they knew it was the best thing they could do for their family because when COVID shut everything down, they took the opportunity to reconnect without having any other commitments or obligations. Adam also explained that the pandemic changed how the show was filmed, which played a role in their decision as well, and he said, "A typical season of this show would take 3 to 5 months tops, and through COVID, it took close to a year." The Busby family is all on the same page. The Busbys lean heavily on their faith, and their relationship with God keeps them grounded. Once the last season of OutDaughtered finished filming in 2021, they felt they were done, and they had no intention of returning to TV again. They explained they did a spiritual fast that opened their eyes to what God had called them to do next, and they had a lot of people in their lives that made it clear their story was making an impact. This is the moment they both realized their reality TV career wasn't over, and they had a life-changing call with the show. Now Danielle and Adam are executive producers on the show, which allows them to have more input and be more involved in the direction of OutDaughtered. They feel they have a new perspective and mindset when it comes to filming. Their main priority remains the same, which is to make sure that their children are happy and they have a fun experience sharing their lives with the world. Danielle and Adam are excited about this new chapter of their lives and said the new season of OutDaughtered will look different compared to seasons past. The girls have all grown up so much since their last TV appearance, which will bring a new dynamic to the show. The couple is excited about all the support they have received over the years, and Season 9 of Who is Deb on OutDaughtered? The Church Grandma helps with the Busby girls. Fans who have watched TLC's OutDaughtered from the very beginning know that Adam and Danielle Busby have their hands full. And that's putting it mildly. With 6 daughters, Blake, 9, and 5-year-old Quintuplets, Olivia, Ava, Hazel, Parker, and Riley, life is loud and chaotic, sure. And there's never a dull moment. Now that the Quints are a bit older, Adam and Danielle's lives have gotten easier. In some ways, the younger girls have long since ditched their diapers, and they no longer require middle-of-the-night feedings. That doesn't mean don't still need an extra set of hands sometimes, or a babysitter for date night for that matter. Both of Adam's parents, as well as Danielle's mom and sisters, are often featured on OutDaughtered helping with their 6 rambunctious daughters. However, there's also a woman named Deb who sometimes steps in to lend a helping hand with the Busby kids. But who is Deb on OutDaughtered? Who is Deb on OutDaughtered? She's not a regular cast member of OutDaughtered, but an older woman named Deb is shown helping out with the Busby Quints from time to time. Back in Season 2 on Episode 10, which was titled The Quints Take Manhattan, Adam and Danielle were invited to appear on Good Morning America with their daughters. They had done live interviews for the show from their own home before, but never actually at the New York City studio itself. The mere thought of having 5 toddlers who were around 15 months old at the time in NYC was seriously stressing out Danielle. So the Busbys decided to bring along 1 adult per quintuplet in order to make the experience infinitely easier and safer for everyone involved. Danielle's mom, Michelle aka Mimi, along with Adam's parents, Philip and Tyrell Busby, tagged along. Another close family friend, Deb, also traveled with the Busbys. In addition to being assigned to a Quint during the trip, Deb actually ended up saving the day right before Adam, Danielle, and the girls appeared on GMA. It was about a half-hour ahead of their live appearance when a GMA producer requested the Quints to wear Good Morning America t-shirts on the show instead of the matching dresses Danielle had brought along with them. This would have been NBD, except the Busbys hadn't brought pants for the girls to wear with the shirts. That's when Deb stepped in to save the day. Thank God Deb offered to go run back to the hotel and grab some pants, because we only have 30 minutes before we go live and there is no time to waste, Danielle said, as she was getting her makeup done for the show. Of course, this is only one specific OutDaughtered storyline involving Deb, who has become basically another grandma to the Busby girls, according to Danielle. An August 2017 tweet from the mom of 6 declared, "Love me some Granny Deb and Leah. They are the best church family grandmas to the Quints." Fans have also taken notice of Deb on OutDaughtered, and they seem to think she's pretty awesome for her work in wrangling Adam and Danielle's girls, too. Let us thank the brave souls of Deb, Lee, and Adam's parents for watching the 10 kids. One viewer tweeted in October 2018 alongside clapping hands emojis. Deb has been helping Danielle and Adam from the beginning of their journey with Quintuplets, it seems. In November 2016, another fan of the TLC series tweeted, "Ms. Deb needs a spin-off show." Personal details about Deb, such as her last name, how long she's known the Busbys, etc., are difficult to find online. But maybe that's by design. What we do know is she's a super generous woman who has basically become a third grandma to Blake and the Quints. And fans definitely hope to keep seeing more of Deb on OutDaughtered. OutDaughtered Season 7 premiere date, time, and schedule. PMCT on TLC. The parenting series follows married couple Adam and Danielle Busby as they raise their 6 children, 5 of whom are quintuplet girls: Ava Lane, Olivia Marie, Hazel Grace, Riley Page, and Parker Kate. The couple also shares an older daughter, Blake Louise. OutDaughtered showcases the happy couple as they navigate life with all 6 of their children. The show follows their day-to-day lives, giving insight into home life with so many young daughters. The Busby Quints were actually the first all-female set of quintuplets born in the entire world since 1969, and the first in the US. We've got a rundown of the new season below, including the show's schedule, details on the first few episodes, and more. New episodes of OutDaughtered will drop every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and run for approximately 1 hour in length. It's unclear at this time how many episodes Season 7 will feature, as each of the previous 6 seasons all had various episode counts. Check out the descriptions of the first few episodes of Season 7 below, courtesy of TLC. As Valentine's Day approaches, Adam is torn over how to make his little girls feel special during the holiday. Danielle throws the family a surprise they will never forget, and the Busbys learn about fire safety with an unexpected twist. Episode 7.2, Snowcat Iron. It's a trip of firsts for the Quints as the family heads to Wyoming for a ski trip. As the Busbys prepare for Hazel's eye appointment, they fear the worst. Also, with a global crisis looming, Adam and Danielle wonder what waits for them at home. The series follows the Busby family as they raise quintuplets. For those who are new to the series, the description of the show reads, 40 bottles a day, 420 diapers a week, and feedings every 3 hours became the new normal for Danielle and Adam Busby when they welcomed home the only all-female set of quintuplets in the country. The family of 3 became a family of 8 overnight, and we follow that incredible journey on OutDaughtered. The couple was blessed with their 5 youngest children after undergoing fertility treatment and intrauterine insemination, which was how they conceived their first daughter. Danielle explained how shocked they were to see 4 babies on the ultrasound before they realized they were actually having 5. The next ultrasound was pure shock. There were clear as day 3 sacs we could see on the screen at one time, and then one more kind of off to the side. So now we were looking at 4 babies. Adam is about to pass out, and I am laughing, she wrote on Instagram at the time. New episodes of OutDaughtered air Tuesday nights. At the meantime, you can find all the latest in TV coverage and entertainment news here. Photos. Danielle Busby bikini pics and plastic surgery gossip go hand in hand, debunking the fitness rumors about the OutDaughtered star. They're almost as prevalent as the Busby divorce gossip. Every time a new Danielle Busby bikini pic surfaces, the OutDaughtered star is swarmed with questions well-meaning and not about her physique and whether or not she's had plastic surgery. In an attempt at setting the record straight, we've gathered every publicly available photo of Danielle in a bikini, along with all of the most prominent gossip about how she does and doesn't maintain her physique. For starters, here's a recent shot of Danielle in a bikini on a triple couple's anniversary trip to Cozumel this past summer. The photo got a fair bit of tabloid attention thanks to a number of questions about whether Danielle had gotten a tummy tuck, and because Adam Busby himself answered one of the commenters. In response to the question, which wasn't intended to be disrespectful, but still, Adam said that no, Danielle hasn't had a tummy tuck. She's just very blessed with good genetics and a strong work ethic for working out. In fact, given the Busbys' reality TV prominence now that OutDaughtered just began its 6th season, it's almost easy to forget that Danielle last gave birth a pretty long time ago now. Her and Adam's oldest child, daughter Blake, is fast approaching 9 years old. The Quints are 4.5. Another Danielle Busby bikini shot from 2019. Husband Adam wrote a short love note alongside the pic. Another great getaway with my one and only. Batteries are recharged and ready to get back to Houston and hit the ground running. Happy 13 years, B. Beautiful. Plus, one thing we know about Danielle from both OutDaughtered and social media is that she's a natural at turning her everyday routine with her 6 children into exercise. The 35-year-old made walking steps around the house, doing push-ups and sit-ups while surrounded by exploring toddlers, and going for stroller-heavy endurance walks a huge part of her life when OutDaughtered was in its early seasons. In Danielle's words, just trying to get some fitness in every day made all the difference. After that, she became the owner of a Houston-area rush cycle, so staying fit literally became part of her job. Danielle has since moved on from that franchise, but she still relies on fitness for part of her livelihood. Earlier this year, Danielle, along with her twin sisters Crystal and Ashley, started Cody, their own line of fitness apparel. The CAD in the name stands for Crystal, Ashley, and it also seems clear that Danielle derives a great deal of strength from her marriage to Adam. If that wasn't evident from their OutDaughtered screen time, consider the photo and caption that Danielle shared in honor of her and Adam's 13th wedding anniversary earlier this year. We've quoted her caption in full beneath the pic. It's at this point that we'll let the Danielle Busby bikini photos speak for themselves. We've assembled them in reverse chronological order, starting with a lone shot from 2018, then one from 2017. After that, things gets a bit more interesting. Here's a pair of Danielle Busby bikini pics taken underwater. These are from 2014. Note the 3-year gap between these full-body shots, the last ones taken before Danielle became pregnant with the Quints, and the one above, taken well after Danielle's pregnancy. Note also that these photos give you the chance to appreciate. Finally, we have a trio of bikini photos from 2013. Only the first one features just Danielle and Adam. The second and third are crowded girls' pics from a vacation that year, if you can tell Olivia and Ava apart. Identifying the other 3 Quints is a cakewalk. Hazel is the only sibling with red hair, and she wears glasses. Riley's eyes are the bluest, and she also has the smallest head and face. Parker is the tallest, and is also the only Quint with straight hair. Danielle and Adam are pros and can easily tell their beloved kids apart. The trickiest part for them is making sure that each of their 6 kids gets enough individual attention. It will always be a challenge to balance 6 kids and make sure they each get one-on-one time, Danielle told countryliving.com. Will they try for a boy? Adam says the shop is closed. Some couples might want to try to have at least one boy, but OutDaughtered parents say that they aren't planning on having any more kids in the future. This is totally understandable. Not only do they already have 6 children, but the process to conceive another child might not be so straightforward for them. They've openly discussed how they required fertility treatments for both of their pregnancies, and that process can be stressful, time-consuming, and quite expensive. In an interview with KPLC a few months after the girls were born, Adam said that they have as many children as they need. "Our family is complete," he said. "All girls, not trying for a boy." He joked that if they tried, they'd probably just have a 7th girl. So it's over. The shop is closed. While it would be interesting to see a little boy thrown into the mix, we can all agree that the Busby family is pretty perfect as it is. Danielle's grandparents have been a major parenting inspiration. Being a great mom is basically in Danielle's DNA. She gets a lot of her inspiration from her grandparents, who knew a thing or two about having a busy home since they had 7 kids of their own. Danielle told Style Blueprint that her grandparents were always a big part of my life, and that her grandmother was a very good role model for being so graceful, putting others before herself, making sure all the kids and grandkids were prepared and were spoken the. Unfortunately, her grandmother isn't around to watch Blake and the Quints grow up, but it's clear that Danielle is following in her grandmother's footsteps and that her memory will live on in the Busby kids. "Seeing my life today with all these kids, I just think about her a lot," said Danielle. "She was amazing. She was a rock star. She was always there for anyone in need in any way. I hope I take after her a little bit and be as graceful as she was." The family even makes poop look cute. The Busbys are just too stinkin' cute. The Quints are definitely growing into their own personalities and are proving to have a quirky and unique sense of style. For their 3rd birthday, they celebrated the day with a combined party featuring poop, the poop emoji, that is. It sounds gross, but the celebration was actually pretty adorable. At their poop emoji-themed birthday party, the girls all wore shirts emblazoned with bow-wearing poop emojis. Danielle explained the party theme to all the moms. So Blake basically loves everything poop emoji, she said. She had the idea of don't be a party pooper. When we decided to join the birthday parties, we thought, well, the Quints are 3, and we've pretty much come to the end of potty training. So we'll celebrate no more poop disasters. So it just blended well with the don't be a party pooper theme.